I recently sat down and had a conversation with someone who had thrown in the consulting towel. They decided to close their business because they felt overwhelmed and felt like they were spinning wheels. This person had a strong technical background as well as management background and accepted a position with a local company as a manager. It wasn't exactly what he wanted, but he felt he needed to make money and he wasn't sure what he was doing wrong with his consulting business. I agreed to have a conversation with him because a few months had gone by and he was interested in figuring out what he did wrong. Because he still wanted to be his own boss and he still wanted to have his own business. Hi, I'm Laura Burford, here with another consulting insight. If you're interested in additional consulting insights such as this, please subscribe to this channel, and if you click on the bell, you'll be notified when the next video is available. If you're interested in talking to me about what it takes to master consulting, schedule time on my calendar. A link to my calendar is down below in the description area. As the two of us continued our conversation, we discussed the person's background. What was his experience and expertise? What credentials did he have? He had a strong technical background, and he had management as well as leadership skills. He had credentials. He also had the mindset to succeed. And that was one reason we were talking. He wanted to know what he should have done differently so that he could have succeeded. We discussed what he was doing to get clients, and he was focusing on three things or three strategies that I recommend consultants focus on: strategic networking, strategic referrals, and targeted outreach. But the more we spoke, he realized that his problem and where he made the mistake was with something I refer to as his business core. Your business core involves and ties to your focus, your ideal client, defining your ideal client as well as finding your ideal client, your service, which involves your point of view, which is your differentiator, and that is strategic, down to your services, which are tactical, as well as validating that the people that you want to work with are interested in your focus, that one thing that you want to help them with. To help explain what I mean by business core, I'm going to flip to a video. The video will walk you through the three components. At the end of the video, I will come back with a recap. Think of your focus, your why and what, ideal client, your who, service, your how, as your business core. Your body needs a solid core to help stabilize and support you. The same is true with your business. Your business needs a solid core to support your marketing and sales efforts, as well as how you deliver. Another way to think about your business core? It is the opening scene of a movie. The three fundamental concepts set the stage for just about everything you do as a consultant to build awareness of you and develop solid relationships that lead to obtaining clients you want to work with and who want to work with you. Having a solid body core helps you live life. Having a solid business core helps your business succeed. And just like you never stop exercising and strengthening your body's core, you never stop working on your business core. Let's discuss each of the three concepts: focus, ideal client, and service in more detail. A consultant's focus is the one thing for which they want to be known. Think of your focus as your business's foundation. If the foundation of your house is shaky, cracked, and unstable, the house could end up with structural challenges. The same thing is true with your business's focus. If a consultant is not clear as to what they want to be known for, or they say they can provide a multitude of services, there is a good chance clients are not able to understand how you, the consultant, can help them. Your foundation is shaky, and clients are confused. You can be viewed as a jack of all trades and the master of none. The clearer you are as to the one thing for which you want to be known, the less confused clients are as to how you can help them. When determining and refining a focus, a consultant evaluates who they are and what matters to them, their experiences, expertise, and strengths, and the demand and desire or the reason why a client might hire and pay them. Where the three converge, who you are and what matters to you, your experiences, expertise, and strengths, and what people are open to paying you for is where you find your focus. Could there be several possibilities in that small sliver of space? Definitely yes. As a consultant, you take the time to narrow the possibilities down to one. That one thing might be business operational efficiency or the customer and user experience. Your focus is the underlying reason for doing what you are doing. Your focus is the why and what behind what you do. Your focus is not your how. Your focus is not the products or services that you provide. I wish I could say you only ever determine your focus once, when you start a consulting business, but that isn't the case. As a consultant, you change and the world changes. For example, the needs of many small business owners or what they were willing to pay for changed during the pandemic. For some consultants, that meant they needed to pivot, reassess, and adjust their focus. Your focus is the one thing for which you want to be known. Here is a real-life example to help illustrate the difference between focus and product and services. When Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak started working together, their focus was on the end-user technical experience. They felt technology was overly complicated for the average person, and that was the pain point. They wanted to change the way people viewed computers and used technology. How they did it resulted in the founding of Apple. Apple's focus has been refined since its founding in the late 1970s, but Apple as a company continues to focus on the end-user experience. And although Apple's focus is the same, their services and products have definitely changed since the 1970s. The second fundamental of your business core ties to your ideal client, or identifying and finding the person that is interested in working with you and the person you, the consultant, wants to work with. When you identify your ideal client, you determine the characteristics, the tangibles, and the behaviors or mannerisms, the intangibles, of the person who is your ideal client. A characteristic could be the small business owner has less than 25 employees. A behaviorism could be a business owner who believes in social good and sets aside time for employees to volunteer. You might hear the characteristics and behaviors referred to as your ideal client criteria. But you don't only want to define your ideal client, you need to be able to find them and then verify that the ideal client can be and wants to be found by you. A consultant also spends time validating a person is interested in their focus, as well as open to hiring and paying a consultant for help. Similar to your focus, you continually evaluate and refine your ideal client. What do they look like and where can you find them? An easy mistake consultants make is to stop validating that their ideal client is interested in what they have to offer. A consultant never stops validating, researching, and evaluating their ideal client. If you do, the result can be no clients, no money, and no business. Clarity as to who your ideal client is enables you, the consultant, to concentrate on spending time and money in the right places at the right time and in the right format. Prospective clients interested in working with you want to know how you can help them overcome their struggles or move them ahead with an opportunity. This requires a consultant to define their point of view, which is a starting point for defining how a consultant helps a client. A point of view is strategic in nature and explains how a consultant helps a client achieve what they want to achieve. In other words, how do you move them from where they are today to where they want to be in the future? A point of view is a consultant's differentiator, helping a consultant stand out in a crowded field of other consultants. It is what makes you different from your competitors. What a point of view is not is a value proposition. A point of view consists of 3 to 7 high-level steps that are strategic in nature. A point of view drives a consultant's methodology, which is a dive down into each of the high-level steps. The service or services that a consultant offers are based on the consultant's point of view and methodology. The actual services are tactical. One service might be a customized solution. Others could be a transformational system or package offerings. They can even be webinars and books. My point of view is the consultant's blueprint. In this video, I'm explaining my point of view. I'm also expanding on my point of view by opting to add selected aspects of my methodology to provide more depth to this video. I'm not highlighting or discussing any services, the tactical aspects of the service concept. The service concept is all about defining your how. There are 3 parts to the service concept: point of view, which is strategic; methodology, which dives down into the point of view, providing more operational detail; and the service or services themselves, which are tactical aspects of your how. Your point of view drives your methodology, which in turn drives your services. I refer to the focus, ideal client, and service concepts as your business core. They are your why and what, who, and how for your business. There is tension, conflict, and interaction between the 3 of them. As you modify one area, one concept, the possibility exists that you will need to adjust one of the other areas, other concepts. For example, as you validate and research if your ideal client is interested in your what, your focus, you are also listening for how you might be able to help them. An outcome of the validating could be that you need to modify your ideal client criteria, which also can result in modifying your service. As you work on defining your business core, you are also working on pulling together information and data that you need to build awareness of what you do and how you do it, and information and data that's necessary to help you build relationships with people who fit your ideal client criteria, as well as people who might be a partner of some sort. Welcome back. I hope you found the Business Core video of interest, and I hope you find it helpful. A consultant's business core is so important to their business or the success of their business. And this is one place many consultants make a mistake. They make a mistake because they believe that once you've defined it once, that's the end of it. But it's not. You will constantly refine, modify, and work on your business core. You never stop working on it. I was having a conversation with somebody who said that, they realize that they've been in business 5 years now. And even though their focus is generally the same and their point of view has not changed from a strategic level, their ideal client characteristics and behaviors have changed, as well as their services. Just like you continually work on your body's core, you continually work on your business core. If you haven't visited or revisited your focus, ideal client, and your service for some time, maybe now's the time to take a step back and do just that. In this video, I mentioned that you need to spend time finding your ideal client. Down below in the description area, I've provided a link to a workbook that includes an exercise to help you find your ideal client. Also down below in the description area, I've put a link to a video that's on this YouTube channel that explains how to define or how to create your own point of view. If you would like to discuss what it takes to master consulting, schedule time on my calendar. There's a link to my calendar as well down below in the description area, as well as a link to the document I mentioned that helps you assess yourself as a consultant. It's a consultant assessment document. And now I'll say goodbye. Take care, enjoy life, and I hope to see you again.